Hey everybody, what is up? This is Gavin Monroe here. It is 8:25 p.m. at night right now. If you hear any noise and music in the background, it's just the neighbors next door. But if you don't hear it, then that's fine, that's okay. But anyways, we are here for a pretty good reason. Actually, something very a special reason, because right now I'm recording. It's May 24th. Tomorrow will be May 25th. And if you're wondering what that means, May 25th means is when I went to Disneyland for the third time. Well, just to give it forward to you, it will be the first time when I went to Disneyland in 2014, but it's the third time I went to Disneyland in the past, I think in the past decade, right after another day on February of, I think, 4th on 2014, and the year before that on December 18th, 2013. All right, and the reason why I call this one the first time, because this is when I finally began my YouTube channel, my Disneyland Resort YouTube channel, for when I first began it, and it has now been 6 years ago. All right, it's been 6 years since I started my Disneyland Resort YouTube channel. And so anyways, today I would like to talk about it with you guys and celebrate, which is also the reason why a couple months ago I posted that 6-year anniversary of me and my family going to Disneyland for the past 6 years now, and it's almost gonna be 7 years by this year, by the end, until December 13th. So I would like to celebrate. So anyways, let's get to it. So anyways, now I may remember some of it, but not all of it, but I'm going to tell you my special memories of when we went on May 25th, and when I started my Disneyland Resort YouTube channel for the first time, which is why this is the first we went in 2014 for my YouTube channel, because I know we went last a couple more months ago, back in February 4th in 2014. That was right before, that's when I was supposed to officially start my YouTube channel, but apparently it never happened for a couple reasons, but I'll explain that later. And that was like right after the moment of December 18th, 2013. And so anyways, we're going to be talking about my trip to Disneyland on May 25th, 6 years ago today. I mean, like tomorrow, today, or whatever. Today's May 24th and tomorrow's May 25th. So we're going to say today because it's about to happen tomorrow. And yeah, it's about to happen tomorrow. And while I'm recording this video, I'm going to be adding my old Disneyland pictures right here on the screen, just so all of you can see them. What happened 6 years ago until me now, us now, and what's going on now. And so I hope you all enjoy this video. So anyways, I still have my autograph, my very first autograph Disneyland Resort book till this day. I've been keeping it here in my room ever since, for the past 6 years now. I actually got this, I don't know, back 6-7 years ago, but I don't know when I got this. But I do remember that I've had this Disneyland Resort autograph book for a very long time now, and I always keep it in my treasure memories. And I have very few autographs in here, and so I would like to show you them during the video. Alright? Alright. So anyways, oops. Back 6 years ago, I remember that I kept telling my family that I wanted to go to Disneyland. I really do want to go, because during that time I started liking it, and I started liking Disneyland, because back in my day when I was growing up as a child, I never really cared I was never interested in Disneyland. I was never interested in Disney. I never really cared about that stuff because, to be quite honest, back then I didn't think it was that cool or awesome or all that, because back then I was a different person. I didn't know any better. I didn't realize anything by the time I became when I was like a teenager. And so, I finally started liking Disneyland by the time December 18th, 2013 rolled around, which is why I explained it in another video, I think. But just in case if I didn't, I'll probably explain it here if I have the time. So yeah, that's why. Yeah, whatever. But anyways, it was during the time I started liking Disneyland, and I wanted to go more often. And I started, appreciating it, realizing how awesome and beautiful it was, and I really, really liked it. And so that's why I wanted to go more often, because it finally changed my life. It changed the whole world for me in my life, and I for real did like it, and because of how much it took me, and how much I don't know how to say it. I can't explain it right now. But anyways, here we go. Now, during that time, one of my cousins who used to work for Disney in California Adventure got us in, and this was during the time when family members were allowed to allow family members into Disneyland. And nowadays, Disney doesn't allow that anymore because of, money. They want more money, which is why, I don't know why they never thought that before, but I don't know. But anyways, back in May 25th, 2014, I remember that, I think it was my Rachel. Yeah, it's gotta be my cousin Rachel that got us in. I don't know, I can't remember. But I know when she got us in, we were there, and she took us into Disneyland, and I remember that I was finally happy, and I was finally there, and I wanted to be there, and it just got me really, really excited. Now, I can't remember everything because it was 6 years ago, and I can't hold in everything into my mind, but I remember some things. Now, let's get to the special parts. Now, I'm gonna talk about the time when I first met my very favorite princess slash favorite Disney character in the entire world, and of Disneyland. And that princess is Princess Merida from Brave. Now, I'll never forget the day when I first met her. It really made my day, and it was so awesome. So anyways, what happened was, originally we were on our way to It's a Small World to get on that ride. I was not supposed to meet her at that time, but I kind of changed the events of me wanting to meet her instead of going on the ride. I mean, yes, we did go on the ride right after we met her, because so we were originally supposed to go on It's a Small World, and then we were waiting, we were sitting down because of a lot of walking. We wanted to rest for a little bit before we walked to the ride. And then I was just I was looking around, minding my own business, and hey, that's the girl from Brave. Merida, that's Merida. I want to go meet her. Mom, Dad, there's Merida. I want to go meet her. And so I pointed out where Merida was at, and during that time, she was, I think, a couple years old. She was still a new, popular princess at the time that everybody wanted to go meet her, right by the area of It's a Small World to the right, where her area was at. And so, basically, but my parents told me, but we're about to go on It's a Small World right now. And I said, I really, really want to go meet Merida. I really want to go meet her. And so my mom, she was fine with it, and and my dad and my brother waited for us right by Fantasyland, and so and so we went into this very, very long line for Merida. Man, I hate the lines. The lines literally killed me. Literally killed me. And I just can't take the lines. You know how I feel. You know how I feel. And so basically, we went in line to meet Merida. So fast forwarding, let's just say 10, 20 minutes or 30 minutes later, we finally got up to Merida. And I can't exactly remember what the conversation was, and I can't remember what we said, but if I had to remember or predict randomly or guessingly, I would have probably said, "Hey Merida," and she said hi to me back, and she asked how I was doing. I said I was good, and I asked her how she was doing, and she said she's doing good, and she probably asked me like, what are we doing today here in Disneyland? And I don't know if I ever answered that question or if I ever remembered it, or I probably did answer it. I just can't remember right now. And basically, I answered her, and you know, she liked it. She liked the answer, and she asked me a question, or if I ever told her something that she asked me, like, what is that? Like, could you describe it to me? And so I described her something that I can't remember what we were talking about, but I basically put my hands in like a square rectangular thing that I was trying to describe to her on what this thing was, and I said it's kind of like a thing, or and then I just kept on telling her, but I can't remember what it was because man, it was such a long time ago. And so then after that, she knew, and you know, we talked, and then after that, you know, we talked some more for just a few minutes, and I think she asked me that what we were gonna do in Disneyland today, and I don't know if I ever told her, but I don't know, I just can't remember. And so anyways, after that, she asked me if we wanted to take a picture together, and I said yes. So we took our pictures together. I took a picture with Princess Merida, and yeah, we took some pictures. Like I said, I'll have the pictures here on the screen to show you the Disneyland, the older Disneyland pictures that I have of me back in May 25th, 2014. And I have the autograph that Merida gave me that I'll show you right now, just in case. Not that one. Here it is. And this, if you can see it, is the autograph that Merida gave me. Sorry if it's backwards or I don't know, but yeah, this is the autograph that Merida gave me. She wrote it down in my autograph book. She also drew an arrow with the thing on it, the bow and arrow thing, and she wrote her name in a really nice, really cool way. And when I looked at it, I really, really loved it, and it really made my day when I met her. So I asked her if I can have her autograph, and she said sure. So she wrote it down in my book, and it's still actually fresh and good till this day. It's pretty amazing because I don't really touch my autograph book that much, and I haven't touched it in the past 5-6 years, because that's why I've kept it in here in my room as a treasure memory. And so that's the autograph book that Merida gave me, and then we took some pictures, and then after that, when I left, and then Merida left, and she told me something, and she was trying to tell me something, but I can't remember what it was. And then I was like, yeah, sure, of course, I would like to do that. And she said okay, and then after she said okay, and then she told me what she wanted to say, and I was like, yes, I would like to do that. And then after that, I was done meeting her, and then about a few minutes later, that's when me and my family finally went to go on It's a Small World. They were waiting, and we finally went on It's a Small World. and it was nice. I love that ride. It's one of my most favorite rides in all of Disneyland, and I always like to go on that ride, I think first or whenever, but yeah, it's a small world. We finally went on it. So anyways, after that, fast forwarding to let's just say a few more hours later, and I'll tell you the time when I first met Alice from Alice in Wonderland. It was really nice when I first met her. So here we go. So anyways, we were walking to Main Street because we knew that during that time when the Mickey Soundsational parade was around, which is no longer around anymore because it's been over 10-11 years since it's been around. They have a brand new or an original parade that they had 9 years ago, which is gonna, well, I'll explain that later. But during that time when the Mickey Soundsational parade was around, basically we wanted to go watch it. We wanted to go watch the parade, so we walked down Main Street, towards the end of Main Street, where I always film my parade videos and all that. You know what I mean. And we were down at Main Street. We were sitting down, we were relaxing and just waiting for the parade to start. I think it was 30 minutes before then, and then to my right, I saw this beautiful girl with blonde hair, and I recognized her because, well, everybody knows who Alice is. Everyone knows what Alice in Wonderland is. And so I saw this beautiful girl, and she had blonde hair, and I saw her skipping on by. And at that point, I wanted to go meet her, but at the same time, I couldn't because I was more into seeing the parade and recording it that I wanted to see. And so, basically, my dad told me, Tino, go meet her. It's Alice. Go ahead and take a picture with her. And I told my dad, I can't right now. I don't have the time. I have to wait for the parade because I want to see it and record it. And he said that we only have 30 minutes. You still have the time to see it, to meet her. And so my mom suggested that we go meet Alice, and I was like, okay. And so we went over to go meet Alice, and she was, dancing with some little kids, which I thought was nice, and I was waiting for her. And she turned around and asked me if she wanted to sign my autograph book, and I said yes, and she did. And I'll show you her autograph that she gave me. Alright. Aww. Here it is. It's a really nice, cute one that she gave me. So yeah, this is Alice's autograph that she gave me 6 years ago, back in May 25th, 2014. She wrote it down, and she put a nice, cute heart, and she drew a line under it, a nice line under her name. And yeah, she signed my autograph book. She wrote it down on her name, and she wrote it down in cool writing. She wrote it down in nice, cool writing, just like Merida did, just like her. And so, yeah, it made my day when she signed my book, because I haven't had Alice's autograph in a really, really long time, because this was the last time I ever got her autograph. So I haven't had one from her recently in a long time. And so, yeah, she gave it to me, and I was like, thank you. And I asked her my mom asked her if we can take a picture together, and she said yes. And she posed in a cute way, and I stood next to her and I smiled, and me and Alice, we took a nice cute picture together, which is also you're gonna see on the screen. And hopefully you should see it. I'm gonna be putting it on there while I'm talking during the video. And so yeah, during that day 6 years ago, on May 25th, 2014, I met Alice from Alice in Wonderland, and it was very awesome to meet her, and she was really beautiful and really cute. a girl that I met. But don't tell Merida. I don't want her to get jealous. And so anyways, after that, something hilariously funny happened. It was really funny. Something hilarious happened. And it happened with my brother Seth, also known as Fazzy on Xbox One. And so anyways, I'll tell you right now. So basically, like, thank goodness I arrived in the nick of time to witness this, to see this happen, and I thought it was really awesome, and I could totally remember it and picture it in my head. And so anyways, here we go. This was, I think, right after or during when I met Alice, but I saw the picture that Mom showed me, and, or I think it happened right after or during, I don't know, but I came in a nick of time to witness it happen. So, here we go. So, I think right after I met Alice, you'll never believe who came and sat next to us, at our spot for the parade. That's right, the Mad Hatter. This was also during the first time when we first met the Mad Hatter, and it was so awesome, it was so cool. And during that time, my brother, like, he wasn't really interested, he didn't care, and it kind of, irritated him when the Mad Hatter came to our spot. It was really funny. And so, basically, I'll tell you all about that. So, I remember we were sitting down to wait for the parade, and to our left, we see the Mad Hatter coming our way. And my brother, he told me all about it from his perspective. He told me in his head, he was like, oh my god, I'm gonna get forced into this. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna get forced into this. Well, you're gonna have to, because we're in Disneyland. You're gonna have to accept it. I mean, they're treating us nicely and respectfully. You have to do the same, no matter what. I'll be right back. Hey everybody, what is up? This is Gavin Bruno here. I apologize because I got interrupted, so I apologize that we're taking so long. But we are back with the second half of the first video of talking about the 6-year anniversary for my Disneyland Resort YouTube channel, and of me and my family going to Disneyland Resort back in May 25th, 2014, back 6 years ago, since we're going to celebrate, well, since I'm celebrating the anniversary of it for my YouTube channel and for the things that have happened, that I've done, and that I've shown you all. So today, we're going to be talking about it. We're going to keep talking about it in our second video, and so we hope you all enjoy it. So anyways, as I remember, as I was saying earlier, it was so funny when the Mad Hatter came down and sat next to us. So basically what happened was, after my brother said it, the Mad Hatter, and he came down and he sat next to my dad, my brother, and then it was the Mad Hatter, and I think I was on the left side of the whole seat. And so basically, what happened was the Mad Hatter started talking to my brother and dad and the people that was sitting right behind us, and my brother got really irritated about it because, well, during that time he didn't care and he didn't like it and he didn't think it was, all that cool. I mean, I could totally understand how he feels, because if I was still the same person back then I probably would have felt what he felt. But now that I'm an adult, I have responsibilities to watch out for, and now that I'm 20 years old, I actually find it funny and really, really awesome, and it's hilarious, really cool. And so anyways, so basically he sat down next to us and he started talking to us. It was really funny. I can't remember exactly what he said, but I would know that he would ask us if we would like a cup of tea and say that this tea is, well, that it's really good and funny, and that he would like to get some more tea and get some for us in some of his cups.